Okay, so you're gonna get a paper bag. It's not a large paper bag, but it does have some key components in it. It should have your name on it. One of the things you'll notice that you can pull out of there right away are a bag of marshmallows and toothpicks. And so when we get into animals and plants, we'll be doing molecular modeling in those units too. Although we're gonna do a physical model for a little bit of that instead of doing the mole view, or in addition to doing the mole view, we'll also actually build some models of atoms and molecules using marshmallows and toothpicks. So you have a little baggie of those. Resist the temptation to eat them right away. I know it will be great. You can eat them when you're done with them if you really wish, but don't eat them right away. You can do it. I believe in you. Inside the kit, you'll also find a vial. A vial, it's this really light green color, and that will be some nutrient mixture for some radishes that you're growing. So it's kind of like fertilizer water. Don't drink that one. Actually, don't drink or eat anything that comes in your science kit. This will need to be diluted too. So I'll give you more directions about this, but you'll never water your radishes directly with this. You will also find a little container of BTB. This one is really blue. Yours might be kind of more of a green color, or maybe it'll be this dark blue. I'm hoping it's more of a green color. I'm kind of surprised to see this one so blue, but anyway, we'll cross that bridge when it happens. And then you will also find a cup within a cup. This one is a rather large cup within a cup. Yours might be two equal-sized cups within cups. And found out is like kind of an extra pain. So I hope you don't have one of those large cups because, okay, this outer cup has a hole drilled into the bottom of it, and then that hole is taped shut. So you can leave it taped shut for now because it will be holding some seeds. And like I said, I hope you have a different setup than this. Most of them are because those seeds are down in the bottom of that large cup. You'll need to hang on to those radish seeds. Don't let them get wet yet. We'll be using them in the plants unit. And then in the final container that is sealed shut, although it does have some breathing holes, these are some mealworms. They're going to be like either very, very interesting to you, or they're going to be very gross to you. And that's going to be different for each person. But either way, they're going to be our model organism for the animals unit, and they're going to be really useful for us to study. So there are some care instructions involved with your mealworms. They're pretty darn hardy. These ones are crawling around a lot right now. Probably just because I shook them up a little bit, which I don't recommend, but they'll do just okay. They're pretty tough. So the one thing they are going to need is a little bit of water, and you don't want to give your mealworms water directly. Like, don't put a little dish in there with the mealworms because they can crawl into that little dish of water and they'll actually drown. So we want to give them something that's moist for them to suck the water out of. I actually have a slide for this, so let me just pull it up for a minute. So for feeding the mealworms, like I said, they'll need something with water. Go ahead and like a small piece of vegetable or something, like potato, carrot. I know apple's not technically a vegetable. Some fruits will do fine, apple or maybe like a grape. Celery would work great, just something that has some water in it. And you want to put that in there for a couple hours so they can get a drink. But then you want to take it back out because if it sits in there, there's also some wheat bran. And if it sits with the wheat bran might get moldy. So you'll put it in there, let them drink water, take it back out, and you can just do that every couple of days. And then we'll use them pretty quick. So you won't have to care for them too long. We'll use them in the experiment, and then you have some options with them. You'll either get to keep them or I'll give you some other options of what to do. So yeah, that's the biggest surprise, the mealworms, but that's everything in your kit. Some of you, if you requested it, you'll be getting a digital scale. So if you told me you had one at home already or you bought one, you probably won't get a scale in your kit. If otherwise, you'll have a scale.